my mind's gone insane and my heart will burst into flames. No, I don't care about the heartache and pain, just don't let the memories fade. We know we are lost, in love with the lust, but heart trumps the mind, so we'll win anyway. Yeah, we own the sun, naive, wild and drunk. Oh, 'cause it's all up, 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 up. When I'm with you, I'm with you.
Hey everybody, it's me again. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. Yes, as you can tell from the title of the video, we are doing another eyeshadow palette review. Yeah, eyeshadow. I don't know what that was. I guess I was slamming two words together. Anyway, this is an eyeshadow palette review. Yes. And we are doing the other Natasha Denona palette. This is the gold palette. This is the outside packaging. And of course, you have seen this sprinkled throughout some transformation videos, some hauls, and all that good stuff. So I have done a review recently on the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette, as well as the new and improved Creamy Matte Bite Beauty Lip Crayon. And if you haven't seen that, I will link that in a card up here or at the end of the video if you're interested in that. So today's look came out very dark and dramatic. I'm looking in the monitor. Yeah, especially with this black background and this beautiful lace blouse. I'm kind of feeling the old Morticia Addams feeling again. You guys remember back in October? Yeah, with my studded jacket and that dark lip. Now I'm really feeling like Morticia Addams. This is very fall. This is a very fall makeup with this teal blue dramatic underneath shadow and this dark purpley black lip. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the fall vibes. It is gonna be February almost, and yeah, Michelle's doing fall vibes. So anyway, I wanted to do something different and totally out of the box. As you know, I am stepping out of my comfort zone, and I am trying to push myself to do different looks for you. So instead of doing the same old, same old. So I guess let me show you what this looks like first. So this is the palette we are talking about. Oh, beautiful, right? Beautiful set of neutrals and golds. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Anyway, so I have done a really quick eyeshadow look for you as well as this dark lip. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and rewind back to the beginning and let's go ahead and do a really quick eye look of the Natasha Denona Gold Palette. So let's go.
Looking back at the good times before it all went down. Climbed right up on the hillside, a different view of my life. You left me running on and on, but I don't care, would you let me in?
everybody. What did you think of that look? Yeah, it was, it's sort of a brown smoky eye with kind of a, you know, a glittery gold on the inner third. That's kind of my jam. You know, that's my go-to eye look. But you guys know I never do under the lash line eyeshadow. I always like to keep that nice and clean and bright. I'm looking in the monitor. In the monitor, it's coming off across just as a black, but I'm hoping when I edit her, she actually looks teal green. So let me, and I know you guys are all going to ask what lipstick I used, and I did put it in the video at the bottom. I did put a lower third telling you what lipstick I used, but I will tell you again in case you missed it. I am using the now discontinued Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipsticks. Yep, these do not exist anymore. They are discontinued. They are all gone, but I managed to get 18 shades before they went bye-bye. So I'm sorry to break it to you. Yes, the Amuse Bouche lipsticks are now, poof, they're gone. They do have the lip crayons. And again, yes, I did put an iCard up there on the new and improved Creamy Matte Lip Crayon that they came out with on January 10th. I did a review on that. Sephora and Bite Beauty did send that to me for review. And I really did like that. So they on the 10th, they did not come out with anything to replace the Amuse Bouche lipsticks. So I guess they're still working on that project. So hopefully they're coming back out with lipsticks. But if you do have this shade, I did use the shade Black Truffle. And it's a beautiful purpley black. Black and purple, I guess I should say. I'm looking in the monitor with this black background, this lace top. I guess I should have put my golden background up so it didn't look so Halloween-y. But I kind of wanted to just go for it today. And I didn't want to put a nude lip on with this eyeshadow look. I wanted to go really dark and dramatic. I was feeling the old vibes of this lace blouse. And yes, I did get it from New York & Company on sale. I think I only paid $14 for it. Yep, $14. So anyway, off topic as usual. So let's get into how I feel about this palette. So I will put at the bottom of the screen, I believe this palette is also $129 on Sephora.com. I believe it's $129. I believe it's the same price as the Metropolis palette. Although you get less shades, but the pan sizes are larger. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 shades. The other one, I think you got 26 or 28 shades, but the pan sizes were smaller. So this is what the palette looks like. It's a beautiful palette. God, it's gorgeous, right? One thing I forgot to say in my Metropolis video is that there is a lot of kick up in the pan. And I don't know if you noticed in that video, every time I tap my brush in, I would make a face. And that was because there is a lot of kick up in the pan, meaning when you stick your brush in there, it gets just tons of powder just kicks up. And I did get some fallout with this shade, this dark chocolate brown shade right here. When I was doing the look for you just now, I probably ended up cutting that out. I probably didn't show you. But that shade is called Log, L-O-G. I did get some fallout with that shade. That was my fault. I should have put a tissue underneath, but I figured since I was tapping instead of swiping, I wouldn't get much fallout. It was just a little bit, but if you really do not tap your brush off, you are going to get fallout with that shade. The shade down here, the glittery shade that I have on the inner third of the eye, which is called Brass. It's very chunky, so and it's very glittery. So you definitely need to use some Fix Plus or some Urban Decay All-Nighter makeup setting spray. Any kind of makeup setting spray will do in order to keep that glittery, chunky shadow from moving. And yes, it is very chunky, and you will get fallout with it if you try to use your finger. So I did use a flat shader brush, and I sprayed it with Fix Plus. I think I showed you on camera. But I did not spray my face with Fix Plus. I wanted to go for some really dewy sort of natural skin. I didn't even use my Guerlain pearls. Man, what's wrong with me, right? I always use my Guerlain pearls, but I wanted to do something different. I wanted to have some natural shine coming through from my oils and my moisturizer, so I did not use my Guerlain pearls. Yeah, I'm feeling all right. I promise you. So anyway, back to the palette. Yes, there is a lot of kick up in the pan. That is one con I can say. Yeah, there's a lot of kick up in the pan. There was a lot of kick up in the pan in the Metropolis palette. I forgot to mention that when I was telling you and giving you my review. There is also a lot of kick up in the pan. Secondly, this shade, the second shade that I used, well, let me tell you the shades that I used, and then I will tell you about that shade. So the first shade that I used through the crease was called Sandstone, and it was the shade right here at the bottom. And then the second shade I used in the crease is sort of this mustardy tanny color, and that is called Dijon. Okay, well, Dijon on the eye looks like baby poop, yellowy, brown, green. It does. It looks like baby poop on the eye. So when I put it on, I was like, oh no, this is not what I'm looking for. I thought it was going to be more of a tanny color and not have so much green in it. I thought it was going to be more of like a goldy type of yellowy tan and not so much green in it. And man, when I put it in my crease, all I could see was baby poop, yellowy, green, brown. So I thought I was going to have to wipe my eyeshadow off and start over, but I was able to save it by putting Log, the dark brown. Maybe I actually did a little bit of teak as well. Just above, just to kind of hide that ugly color. It's not a very flattering shade. I don't know what skin tone that would look good on, but on me, it made me look ill. Oh, I thought I was going to have to take it off and start over. I do not like Dijon. Dijon is not my favorite out of this palette. So let's go ahead and insert those swatches, and we are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. So we will have 3 arms. All right, so I'll mention each shade as we go along. All right, so let's start inserting those swatches. All right, so the first shade is Lime Chrome, and you may have seen me use this shade in my $1,000 makeup tutorial, and if you haven't seen that, I will link that in a card up here. Excuse me. The second shade was Python. That's what I used today under my lower lash line. Loved it. I did have to put a tissue, and I used a flat push liner brush to make sure I didn't get any fallout underneath my eye. The third shade I used was Sparks, and I did use that in my $1,000 makeup tutorial as well on the inner corner. The fourth shade is called Aria. It's a matte shade. It's a gorgeous shade. A good everyday shade if you want to just do a couple of colors in the crease and you're good to go. Love it. The fifth shade is called Kava. Kava is a beautiful, it's definitely got some glitter in it. It's very sheer. It's sort of a rose gold, but it's very, very sheer. All right. And the shade I wanted to use, but I didn't, we're going to the next row, is called Aurora. Aurora is a beautiful teal. It's very glittery. Oh God, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. That one doesn't seem to be as powdery as all the rest, although I just stuck my finger in it. I didn't stick a brush in it, so that may be different when I go to use it. Yeah, and then we have Dijon. Yep, Dijon is that color that I do not like. We all know what I said it looked like. All right, moving on. We have Oro. Oro is a beautiful gold. Oh my gosh, it's sort of a darkened orangey gold. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Like between a bronze and an orange. It is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I just swiped it on my finger. It's gorgeous. And then we have Log. And then the final shade on the second row is Varis or Varis, V-A-R-I-S. That is a beautiful sort of, I would say it's like a taupey, but it's got some gold in it. It's really pretty. I like that. I haven't ever used that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to use that. That would make an good everyday shade. All right, final row. We have Brass, and that is what I have on the inner third of my eye. Then we have Sandstone, which is what I used in my upper crease and in the outer V. And then we have Alchemist, and I've used Alchemist before, and Alchemist is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. I just love it. I used it with a couple of the matte shades, Aria and Teak, and then I put Alchemist on the inner third, and it was beautiful. Wore a red lip, looked great. And then we have Teak, which is a beautiful matte shade, and then we have Aurum, A-U-R-U-M, and I haven't even tried Aurum. Let me see, do I have a clean finger so I can swatch it so I can tell you what it looks like? You know, it is definitely metallic, but it seems kind of sheer. It's got a little bit of tiny micro glitters in it, but I don't think you'd be able to see that on the eye once it's on the eye. It may blend out, but it's a beautiful shade. I love that. Do I love this as much as I love the Metropolis palette? Yes and no. And you may be asking, why am I saying yes and no? Well, you know, that Dijon shade kind of put me off a little bit. Let me cross my legs. My back is hurting. Excuse me. That Dijon shade really kind of put me off a little bit and kind of threw me for a loop. So, but if I set that aside, then yes, I do love the palette. So I didn't have a hard time blending on when I used that darkened chocolate brown over that shade Dijon. It blended perfectly because I use the P. Louise base, and I always get great results with the P. Louise base. So, and I use shade 2, number 2. And yeah, so that's probably what saved it, is the base, and then that dark brown shade actually covered it up. It looks really pretty with this lip. I'm really digging it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the lower lash line. You guys, I never wear shadow on a daily basis on my lower lash line. I like to keep it clean and bright, but it does hide my wrinkles. You know, I'm looking in the monitor and it's kind of hiding those little bags that I have right there, and I'm kind of digging it. So I might do it more often now. Yes, sirree. So, yeah, you know, doing these reviews and, you know, trying to up my content is really making me step out of the box, and I'm really enjoying it. But I will be using this, and you may see this spotted in tutorials, minus Dijon. But I love the eye look that I created for you. I was able to save it. I'm loving this lipstick. I miss the Amuse Bouche lipsticks already. I do have 18 shades of them, and I have done a whole lip swatch video on the now discontinued Amuse Bouche lipsticks. So if you haven't seen that, I will link that in a card up here or at the end of the video. All right, everybody. So I've kind of been rambling on for 20 minutes. I hope this video isn't too long. Hopefully I can chop her down and make a nice short video out of her. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos, for more reviews such as this. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Ciao.